Here we go. Ooh. Oh, the shell ring glass, too. I like
I was
it.
just gonna say, I think this is a product of your old hometown.
Yeah, that's a Buford Brewery. That looks like a sour you got there, too. Is that sour? What are you drinking?
It's something like that. This is a pomegranate mezcal margarita.
Oh, yeah, that's even better. You did say make a drink. That makes sense. Wow. There we
Come
go.
on, man.
We're only talking drinks tonight. Cocktails only.
Yep.
No.
This
okay.
is the
Female. No, we can't
I
do
don't
it.
know. I tried really hard, didn't have it, but man,
What a week.
Are we two of the top three or two of the?
We're up there,
lead?
something like that. Yeah, two of the top
Let's
three.
see. Two
Just
of the
Ben
top
ahead of
three, I
us.
believe, with just Ben, but Ben's team is
Yeah.
disgusting.
Dude, yeah, look at us. 3-0, 2-1. Come on.
Yeah, dude, our we're second and third in points for, separated by about a point.
Yep.
Ben head and shoulders ahead of us, but still, very exciting time for the PML hosts. Your hosts, Matt
yeah.
and Matt in the evening.
Welcome. You're going to learn today.
Yep, it's only going to get better with more of this too.
And more wins. Every week we keep winning, it's just going to get worse and worse. We're going to stop having viewers, honestly.
If week 14 comes around and I have like 9 wins, if I have 9 wins week 14, I'm going to be a real problem.
Yeah. I mean, I think the next one is going to be a celebration. You're at 2 right now, which ties last couple years.
Just
almost.
last year. 4 the year before, 3 the year before that. So again, if we cross 5, it's like, whoa.
Yeah. That's going to be a big day. Oh my gosh. I'm with it. Dude, yeah, I'm so excited to dive into everything. Want to review last week. Do you mind sharing your screen?
I would love to. I would love to share my screen.
It's going to be fun.
I have the standings pulled up just because I was looking at, but I do think this is a good time to look at it.
I'm glad you do.
Didn't even mean to pull this up, but you're looking at this. You've got on the top, you've got the full standings, and on the bottom, you have stats to go with it. What jumps out to you? What do you like? What we're gonna do a little maybe surprising thing later.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the standings.
So I'm so glad you did, because I have something that I literally noticed that really jumps out to me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like ESPN is pretty. They kind of cover their own ass with some of these projections and things. Something that shocks me is on the far right, the playoff percentage. Is there any number that shocks you there?
I mean, Ryan being 48 is pretty low, right?
Yeah. Somebody right above him, Tripp, is 39.
Gosh, I don't know if it didn't process for me or what, but
like I don't get why ESPN
39.
has Tripp at 39%. He's currently in 5th place, 2-1. I mean, Cody is the only one that's lower at 31. Is that because Mariota's still in?
It's points 4. Look at his points 4. He's bottom 4 in points 4 in the league.
Wow, that is really low.
Yeah.
But we all know Tripp. I mean, Tripp, he's done it every year. He makes the playoffs. And just ESPN has him as the second lowest current playoff percentage, which is just crazy. I don't believe that. I'm just like, that did shock me when I saw that. Yeah, that's pretty wild.
I glazed right over that. What does this number all the way to the right on mine mean, though?
I know. I was about to ask, how do you feel about seeing 85%?
My gosh, dude, that's unbelievable. I mean, of course, it means nothing. I could finish the season with 2 wins. I hope not to, but
yeah,
it's looking like it's gonna be 2-2 next week. But man,
we'll see.
85 feels good, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. I don't, with some deviation. I definitely called some teams correctly, called some teams painfully incorrectly.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is about where mostly yours.
Yeah.
This is about what I thought it would be. Tripp a little higher, Pat a little higher, Ryan a little lower, you a little lower. But outside of that, pretty much I feel it feels like what it should be.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, dude. Go ahead.
No, I was saying I'm not gonna act like I'm not the second least points against. Like I've gotten a little lucky.
Well, that doesn't. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a wash, right? Because you're also second most points for.
Okay, I appreciate that. That's a good point.
That's
a good point. Yeah.
And I bring that up to say I was looking at the history of 0-3 starts, and we talked about this throughout the week. And I won't bring up everything I said in the text message chain, but those 2 times when Tripp made the playoffs, he started off as number 1 or number 2 points for every week of the first 3 weeks. Or
Wow.
sorry, number 2 or number 3 because he played number 1.
Yeah.
So he was like he had a ton of points for, but was just getting shafted in points against.
Yeah.
Which, as you look at the bottom 2 guys are getting absolutely dunked on in points against, but their points
Yes.
for does not substantiate the same kind of
Yeah, it doesn't follow that
projection.
pattern.
Exactly. So I know we gave a lot of talk pre 0-3 to how those guys would fare. Man, I don't know. Doesn't look great based off of historical trends. I'll say that much.
Definitely. And I think, early on, week 0, we had Ryan and Pat call in after the draft and give us their bold predictions. Ryan's bold prediction is that Parker and Cody, I think he threw my name in there maybe too, but Parker and Cody mainly would miss the playoffs. And here they are, the only 2 teams without wins. So Ryan's bold predictions looking pretty good.
Looking real good, yeah. A lot better than his injury status on his team.
Oh gosh, you hate to see it.
I almost don't want to make a joke, but you got to kind of make light of it. There's humor in the darkness. I really do feel for him because I think he had half of his team get hurt this week. Mike Evans, CeeDee Lamb, James Conner. It's just freaking brutal. But we can start with his matchup since we're already there to talk about it. Ryan versus Ethan, 110 to 100, 10-point difference.
Wow, he got all the way up to 100?
Yeah. That's accurate, right? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
That's projection. Okay, that makes more sense.
Projections. Hold on. Professional podcast here, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at it again.
There we go. Yeah, he played Ben.
98.84 to Ben. Throwing down with 125. Talk to me about this matchup.
I mean, okay, we already talked about the injuries with Ryan, but I will say, like, seeing Mark Andrews come alive, seeing David Montgomery come alive, like, it gives you a little bit of, like, okay, because I was worried about his running back. I mean, does he have Pacheco? Yeah, Pacheco looks awful. So I was like, he can't really fill that in. But seeing Montgomery do that, it's good. On Ben's side, though, just all around, solid performance. I mean, what you love to see is, like, everybody but Jakobi Meyers getting double digits. It's not like not Josh Allen putting up 50, one other guy putting up 50, and then everybody else, like, sucking. It's just a strong team all the way through. So, yeah.
And even, like, he definitely had some guys pop off. Like, Josh Allen, 30, that's above average. You know, Josh Allen, I think we've talked about, has 50 any given week he could put up. But Jahmyr Gibbs getting 25, like, that's pretty doggone good. Tony Pollard, 12. Jalen Waddle, 12. Very good. Not necessarily expecting that every week.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's just a real confidence-building week for him. Because I'm pretty sure Jakobi Meyers got a ton of targets, too. Don't hold me to that. I might not be accurate, but I'm going to say that it's accurate for the sake of this podcast. But on Ryan's side, a thing that he said a lot this week was like, I guess not this week, really yesterday or the day before, is like, you know, we're testing that depth.
Yeah.
He's got, I mean, he said he has Dave Montgomery and Ricky Pearsall down there. Mark Andrews kind of came alive for him. So he's got some depth to kind of supplement what's gone. But I agree, it'd be a lot better if Pacheco looked like he did 3 years ago.
Yeah, and what really sucks for Ryan on this matchup is, CD goosed him. Didn't play, basically just so automatically 0. And then Connor went out pretty early, only getting 5 points, and he still put up 98. Like, he would have beat a lot of guys this week. With those 2 going out, like, damn, what a performance, you know.
And that's the kicker of fantasy, and it's the thing that I've certainly struggled with in the past is like in putting together that whole spreadsheet, I've looked at the weeks where I've put up the 3rd most points in the league and lost, 4 or 5 games that year in that same scenario where I'm top 4, top 3, even number 2 in scoring, and I play against number 1 or somebody higher. So Ryan, I feel for you. I was thinking about this. I don't know anyone who has in the history of PML that has a more injured team than Ryan does right now.
Yeah, agreed. So, I don't think we've ever seen it like this, and he's handling it better than anybody I know could have.
That's for sure. To just shout out the depth immediately is awesome. So obviously trust his guys. It's always good to see. But all right, let's just go left to right here. So Me versus Parker, 122.24 to 110.92.
Yeah, pretty great. I got to read this. I don't know if you ever on the phone. It pops up when you click the like week recap,
Okay.
and somebody, it's probably AI. I don't know who they got
Mhm.
writing this stuff, but this is the last line. Cheer up, chubbed up for chicken. Yeah, it sucks to lose, and yeah, you wish Brian Thomas Jr. played better, and yeah, this is loss number 3 for you, but at least you put up 110 and lost in style. Literally, somebody wrote that, like I don't know where it's coming from, but
It's
it made
gotta
me
be
giggle.
AI. It's gotta be AI. But gosh, yeah, it's like, man,
It's just like
it
kept
sucks that you
piling
broke your
on.
leg and your car broke down on the side of the road and your house burnt down. But at least you still have a gym to go to and chicken to eat.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it kept piling on. But I mean,
It's crazy.
there's a lot of shit talk prior to this game. So how did you feel pulling
So
out the
I
W?
actually disagree. I don't think there was any shit talk prior to this game. Parker and I, we had a bet going into it, but
Mm.
I don't think that's shit talk. We and I said really is hard to shit talk when your opponent is completely MIA on Sunday.
Yeah.
But we had a little bet. We had a little whoever lost has to run a half marathon before next season's draft. So look for that from the Chicken Man.
Man, I wish he did it in a chicken suit.
No, that would have been fun. That would have been fun.
Great.
Foresight on my part.
Yeah.
But definitely great to see 122 up there. Number 2 scoring on the week. Would have been number 1 if Gibbs didn't go nuclear last night. Solid performances from everybody. I get Jordan Addison back this week. Najee going down is just he'll be. I already dropped him to make room for Dallas Goedert back on the bench. But I love my squad. I love my running backs, my wide receivers. Nico finally getting it done. Rome being the guy that I guess he is this year. So we'll talk about it later, but I think it's going to be a battle of the Titans next week.
Yeah, I'm excited to preview your matchup next week, but that's got to feel good. Again, but like Parker shouldn't feel bad about this. His team still looks really good. Pretty crazy.
Yeah. It's we'll see, man. We'll see. Like I said, his points for compared to years past does not bode well. But that's past outcomes are not a predictor of future results.
Yep. I agree. I'm curious if Parker's sweating at all. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, when will we get a moment where he's like, gosh, guys, I think I'm done. Like, will we ever get that moment?
No, we'll never get that moment. We'll never get that moment. The closest we'll get is it'll be like he's for sure in the pits, and he'll be like, he'll give you one of those, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it wasn't my year.
He'll just send a GIF.
He'll say that. Yeah, he'll send a stupid GIF, and even if he loses, he'll take it in stride. That's the thing about Parker. That's why it's so hard to get him. He is he's a great loser. He can take it in stride, but he's the worst winner, which is like the worst combination of two things, which is props to him. But
that's what you want. Honestly, it's the most fun that
really
way.
Is.
Yeah,
100%.
good times.
Yeah. But
on
to your matchup, we got 110, 32 to 75.68. And I have trouble deciding whether this matchup is about you or if it's about Trip. Because 110 it was above league average. I think it was number 4. So you're beating a lot. I think 6 other guys, so over half the league. So it's a good score, nothing to scoff at. But then Trip putting up 75. Just, man, it feels like putting your dog down almost. You're like, no, you were with me for so long.
Yeah.
You were so good to me for so long. How did this happen? Where did you go? So
I feel like Trip would tell you this happens when we play each other in the regular season. It's weird. It's a weird kryptonite thing. Like Trip has said it one year. It happened before that like his players either shit the bed or get injured when we play each other. It's weird. It's a weird like juju I got with Trip. But I mean, no, what's his name? Jaden Daniels, but Mariota still balled out. So like that was a great pickup by Trip. Not surprised that he made a great waiver wire pickup. I tried to roster as many tight ends
against you too. He was like he played defense against your defense, whatever that's called.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, I got Johnny Taylor and Puka Nacua doing their thing. RB1 on the season and wide receiver 1 on the season, respectively.
That's pretty
so,
sick. How do you feel about that?
Really great. I mean, like, I'll share this. Like, Megan laughed at me because, like, I remember preseason, she said everybody I named was like, well, they have, like, wide receiver 1 potential. Or she's like, I think you say that about every player. And I'm like, no, Jonathan Taylor and Puka do have number 1 potential at their positions, and they're showing it. So I like that, but, we'll see if it continues. But
yeah. Well, with your first and second pick going so well, your third pick had to be a home run, right?
No, but dude, the fact that I'm winning in spite of that, like him only getting 6 points and 5 points, whatever. I'm just glad I got the wide receiver depth. I love mid rounds wide receivers, and I'm glad it's paying off. So
yeah, definitely,
it's a good time.
And to your point about Tripp kind of not doing his best, I think that if you make one sub, and I know this is like a big if, but and you can't if it's and buts, candies and nuts and whatnot. But if you put Cortland Sutton in for Zay Flowers, he's got 95 points on the week. So
yeah,
that's a lot more respectable. I would be a lot less worried about his team if that were the case. And that's such a small thing. It's like, well, should you even be that worried? You know what I mean? I mean, what do you think about that? Like seeing on the bench the 20 points that he could have subbed in, seeing the low scores from guys who will probably have better weeks ahead of them. Do you feel like you feel better looking at that, seeing 2-1? He was 2-0 coming into the game. He's 2-1 now. He's got guys on his bench that did great, will continue to do better, and guys on his starting roster who, should probably see better days. Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Tucker Kraft.
Definitely. I would not be worried if I'm Tripp at all. That's what's shocking about ESPN giving him a 39% chance. Like, no, I'm not. If I'm Tripp, I'm not worried. I think, he made us do the worry meter a couple weeks ago. I know Pat mentioned he liked that segment. Yeah, worry meter's low for me on Tripp's team, for sure.
Which is because I feel the same way. That's why I wanted to ask you. But,
yeah,
it's weird because if you were to just show me the stats, I'd be like, ooh, he barely I mean, again, I'm not necessarily making excuses for myself here, but he barely squeaked out a win last week with 85 points against my 84.
Yeah.
He scored 75 this week. He's 2-1 with the lowest PF or a bottom 4 PF. How do we feel? But you look at his roster and you're like, okay, let's hold on. Let's rethink this.
Yeah.
Let's be sensible. Better days should be ahead.
Definitely. I agree. All right. What we got? Oh, yeah. Fun one.
Yeah. Talk to me.
So, we talked all about the 0-3 ideas. So these two were battling for not to be in that 0-3 pit. Not only that, though, Patrick's team, not only did he pull out the win, I mean, like, they looked good, and his bench went off, too. Caleb Williams, Hunter Henry, Cam Scattaboo, now with Tracy out. Like, Bill still has room to grow, too. Like, they're doing a three-headed monster there in Washington, and that could change. So Pat's got to be feeling really good.
Yeah, I mean, even if you don't feel amazing about Malik Neighbors with a 2.3 points, you're about to have Jackson Dart take over the quarterback position there, so that's going to be a big boost. To see Scattaboo, nobody's rooting for injury, but to see his backfield competition go away is huge.
Yeah.
Hunter Henry, I don't know if you know this, he is the highest target share on the Patriots offense.
Yeah.
So it's not just a good week. He is the guy that Drake May trusts there. So, Hawk had a good week himself, 13.4, but you've got two great options at tight end, which seems to be what Pat always does ever since the year where he drafted 16 of them in the draft. It seems like he's always got a good tight end.
He's got to do it.
Kenny seems to be back after a big time week of doubt. I didn't necessarily publicly doubt it a lot, but I definitely felt not as strongly about him as maybe probably as everybody else felt. And then Tyreek putting up 13, you're super pumped about that because you don't know how many of those games he has left in him.
Yeah, he got a touchdown, but 10 targets, 5 receptions on 10 targets for Tyreek. You love to see that many targets. I mean, I think they play the Jets on Monday Night Football the upcoming week, so we'll see how.
I think you're right.
We'll see how that goes. On the flip side, Cody's team. Ooh, you're talking about statistics. You're talking about like 0-3.
Is it hot in here? I'm sweating.
Yeah,
I'm sweating looking at his team.
Yeah, he is. He's on the bottom side of all those statistics of like points for, everything. I mean, his rooks in Chase Brown, like, I'm just going to read this off 6.3, 4.0, 5.9, 6.3, 5.3. Like, it's scary. Now, Marion Hampton looked great finally. No Najee Harris for a while, or for the season.
For the season. He's done for the
Yeah.
season.
So that's huge. Matthew Golden finally getting some receptions. That's good. And then Judkins looked great on his bench. So he's got some pieces. Like, honestly, I've been looking at his team a lot today. He's got some pieces. Yeah, we were in a lot of trade talks, Didn't happen. But he's got a lot of pieces that I think still is going to look great. But like we said at the beginning of the season, he might be 0-6 by the time they put it together. Rashee Rice comes back. Yeah.
And so what I was just going to say is, you look at his team, and if he were here right now, he'd say, guys, you should have seen Judkins. He was amazing. Amari Hampton. No, and I'm not shit talking you. This is just like, and it's all true, right? Judkins looked amazing. Hampton has the backfield to himself. Baker's looking like fantastic. Michael Pittman has Danny Bills behind center.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll continue to do well. Rashee Rice will come back eventually. Matthew Golden's a rookie. He's going to, continue to excel as the year goes on. And all of that is true. And I have had enough of these teams to tell you this looks like a first round Pitts win team where you win 151-82.
Yeah.
I've been on these teams. Unfortunately, Marvin Harrison Jr. looks like he has 2 bricks tied to the ends of his wrists.
Oh, yeah. And,
I think going into the year, a lot of people thought that Marvin had a Kyler problem. I think that Kyler has a Marvin problem. At this point.
Dude, there's some plays, like, it looks like he runs his route and then gives up, where Kyler's scrambling, and when your quarterback scrambles, you got to, scramble with him, follow him. He just stops. He just stops. Now, he did have, and Cody would tell you this, he'd be yelling this right now if he was here. He did have 2 egregious drops, which is an issue, but he catches either one of those, they're big yardages. It was, like you said, a Marvin problem, not a Kyler problem on those. So you can hope that he catches those going forward. I'll be curious to hear from Cody if he, I'll be transparent. We had a lot of trade talks today. I don't think that's wrong to say that. Didn't land on a deal, but the vibe I got, and Cody, I'm throwing this out there, that he was ready to. He's just preparing to try to not lose the Pitts. Right.
Interesting that you say that. Yeah, because like I said, I feel that way about his team. But go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just you have time still to hopefully that was my point, and I'm not bullshitting, to put something together to get out of the pits. But it's a long season. But yeah, I don't know.
The difficulty with starting 0-3 is that even good teams lose. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't matter if you have the best team. You guys could have a down week. You could go up against it in a particular week. And so we'll look at his matchup next week. I genuinely don't remember who he plays. I don't know if it'll be is it you? Genuinely didn't remember. So, you start looking at 0-4, potentially 0-5, or at least you're looking at 1-4 versus 0-5, or 1-3 versus 0-4. It almost starts to not matter how good your team is, because you're dealing a little bit with luck, especially once you cross the 6-week mark. If you're 1-5 going into week 6, it doesn't matter how good your team is. It's super hard to turn around from there.
Yeah. Well, and that's what the points for part. It could be fun. You start putting up points now, you can start just climbing back and hope to get the PF. But
unfortunately, Cody is 30 points behind the second lowest points for.
Yeah.
And again, this is not like a Cody hate podcast. It is. It absolutely is.
Absolutely is. And he's going to take it that way.
That's not the point of what I'm saying right now. The point is, I don't think there's a chance he loses. I would not bet money on him to be the toilet bowl loser.
Yeah, I agree. These rookies are going to figure it out. It just might be too little too late.
Exactly. Yeah. That's all I mean.
Yeah.
But
all right.
On to the last one. This one, man.
Ooh, this was a mud fest.
96 is no mud.
Yeah. At one point, it was a mud fest.
Yeah.
Lamar put up 33. He only had Lamar left. He put up 33. Yeah. That was pre-Lamar's. He was at 66. Or 63.
Well, can you really blame him? He didn't have his quarterback play. That's
valid. Lamar's amazing.
It's not like he had 66 and then Brock Bowers put up 33 and then he had 96.
Valid. Yeah.
But 73 is tough. It's by far, it's not the lowest we've seen, but it's pretty low for this year.
And there's a lot of guys on Grant's roster that scare me with the quarterback play. T. Higgins getting one target.
Hmm.
I mean, that Bengals game was just fucked in general.
I turned
to
it
be
off.
honest.
I turned it off. I couldn't watch
Yeah.
it. And Monday night against the freaking Broncos, dude.
In
I'm not
Denver.
staying up for that under any circumstance. I will watch the highlights, or I'm sorry, the lowlights, and call it a day.
Oof. Man, Ryan Cunningham is barfing in his car while listening to this right now.
That's
Hearing you say that.
too bad.
It's tough. Even Saquon putting up 7.5 in a high-scoring game, too, is like pretty crazy. The Rams defense does look insane, so I'll like say that.
They're
But
legit.
so it's scary for Grant. And you look at the bench. Look at all those zeros on the bench. That is
Oh my gosh.
not a lot of depth to play with.
Oh man, and how many of those zeros were because of injury? I think at least two, right? Xavier Worthy and Juwan Jennings. Was Caleb Johnson was not hurt, right? He just didn't play.
It was like a healthy scratch, I think, but yeah.
No.
Yeah, didn't take the field. Yeah, he was there, just didn't play at all.
Yeah. And then what about Xavier? Because I think it's a similar thing where he hamstring inactive. Okay.
Yeah, he was inactive. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's tough, man. If you're
me.
Ethan, you're glad to get the win. Ethan's put
Absolutely.
up some good weeks, and then I mean, again, Jamar Chase, Drake London, Brock Bowers, like a lot of guys underperformed too. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too mad if I'm Ethan. You're sitting 2-1.
And two, he benched Devonta Smith for Nick Chubb because Nick Chubb kind of really popped off in week 2, I remember. And Devonta Smith finds the end zone, gets a decent amount of targets. So he'll probably be back in the starting roster next week. But this is like the anti-Cody. Not that I think that Ethan has a bad team, because I think that he has a very good team with some very unfortunate outcomes. Jamar Chase having Joe Burrow go down, Drake London, you're just kind of waiting for it to come together. Brock Bowers, 7.8. You'd like to have more from your second round pick. But 2-1, and it's like you just have so much more luck. It's like you're playing with house money a little bit to stay over 500, which matters so much in this league. I mean, I think outside of one, maybe two times, every team over 500 has made the playoffs. And the only exception was when Tripp came from the 7 spot into the 6 spot with points forward.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you just want to get to 500 for sure. I mean, even Olave on his bench is promising 13 targets, 10 targets, 14 targets. Like, he's getting the work. Yeah. But, yeah, so some start decisions going forward. But it's just going to be a close one for Ethan every week, I think. And like you said, praying to get to 500. It's going to be tight. Oh, I love like all just the dynamics of the league and who's going to get there, where we're at. It's
the best, dude.
It's a lot of fun.
It's just like, I think it's in the beginning of the season, we get so excited and we're like, oh, it's back. This is what we're excited for. And then I remember saying we're going to wake up and it's going to be week 17 or, it's going to be the end of the season or the middle of the season or whatever. And it feels like it just flies by, but this is the heart of it. This is so much fun. It's so much fun every week, because last week I didn't feel the same about everybody, didn't feel the same way I do now about everybody's team. Yeah. And it changes every week with injuries, with performance from everybody, with, it's just so much fun.
I agree. And I hope everybody, if you're listening, me and Chip, we get to sit here and talk about this, which makes it a lot more fun. But I hope, like, even if team gets injured, you get out. I mean, you can speak from experience. I know I can from the pits. Like, me and you, no matter where our team's at, we're into it. We're into the league, and I love that.
Yeah, and this is something that a lot of people forget, and I'd like to make sure it's not forgotten. Is that you've been in the pits almost as much as I have.
Oh yeah.
Maybe the same amount.
I mean, I've gotten 9th, I think, 3 times.
Yeah.
Like I've been in the toilet bowl 3 times.
Did you know that if we had always done the same toilet bowl rules that we do now, meaning that we do the first week of the playoffs as the first round, the second week as the pits, you would have a loss.
Yes, but I will say, I believe that year, and you can speak to this.
Are you going to say we sat people?
No, I strategically planned for the toilet bowl, if you remember.
Shut up.
Do you not remember that? I traded like for week 15. Yeah. So I would have prepared differently is my point. But yeah, anyways.
It's freaking. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. I had a point. I don't even remember what it was. This guy.
Oh, I still remember Pat's basement, Weather Vane,
That
and
was
Russell
just-
Wilson.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, Ryan.
Yeah.
Dropped it
that
in
was
there.
that was for Skyline too.
Yeah,
The
that
hot
was the
dogs, at
Skyline
least.
one, the
Hot
hot dogs. Oh, gosh.
Whew.
That's fun.
But
All right.
okay, I remember.
Yeah.
You're saying
Oh.
even if you get out of it, stay into it, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's still fun. You have to
Totally.
wear it. You have to wear it
Yeah.
and just have fun with it. I was actually looking. I forget what year it was. I went 0-1,000,000, and then won 4 weeks in a row.
Oh, wow.
And so I remember that year. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm coming back. This is it. And then I lost the rest of the weeks. But anyway, stay
It's
in
fun
it.
times.
It's fun.
I love it. I love it.
All right. Well, we got a caller. Somebody's calling in here, wants to speak his mind to the league. Matt, tell me how the sound is on this, and let's hear what this guy has to say.
What's up, everyone? It's the three-time champ here, back-to-back, for those of you that don't remember. I'm sure you're all pretty pleased right now, looking at me being 0-3, having the lowest points for. But I don't know, it just kind of seems like a repeat of last year. Everyone's laughing at the beginning of the year. I kind of score 100. And then, my team turns it on at the end of the year and I win it all. So I'm not too concerned, just got to win 2 of the next 3. Then I get Rishi Rice back. And then we're in business. I know a bunch of you are laughing about these young boys, but they're going to turn to men by the end of the year. I'm already seeing it with a couple of my running backs. So, I don't know. I feel like you guys should be worried. And this weekend I do play Matt, so it should be pretty easy win for me. Played him in the championship last year. I would hate to do it to him again, but I don't know. It just seems like the start of the championship run. Also, just figured I'd bring in my assistant for a few words, about my team as well. So,
yeah. Hey guys, I wanted to say that there's really nothing wrong with these young boys, girls too. Actually, nothing wrong with them.
Oh, God.
And especially now that Judkins is taking over the lead backfield for the Browns. He's going to be a key piece in this championship run. So overall, I'm just really proud of this team here.
Yep. Thank you very much. So that's all I got for you guys. Everyone kind of laughing at me and Parker, but I'm sure, as always, by the end of the year, we'll be towards the top. And, some of the guys, I'm not going to name any names that are at the top right now, will probably sink back to where they belong. So thanks.
Oh, my gosh.
Man.
All right. Before we talk about what he had to say, unfortunately, here's the thing.
I know where you're going. I love it.
It's not good. Where I'm going is not good.
Oh, okay.
This year, do you know what Cody has scored his first 3 weeks individually?
No.
Let me just tell you.
Yeah.
He scored 97.68, 72.9, 85.72.
All right.
Okay? That was this year. Do you know what he scored last year for his first 3 games?
What?
I'm going to puke in my mouth saying this out loud because you're not going to believe the result. I'm going to tell you
Like
his scores
exact?
first. Huh?
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you what he scored the first 3 weeks, each of the first 3 weeks last year.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to tell you his record at the end.
Okay.
78.22.
Oh, I remember this.
93.4. 72.72.
Yeah.
He was 2-1.
Yeah. He got
Did
so
you know
lucky
the
last
2
year.
weeks that he won? The 2 weeks that he scored in the 70s. In the week 1, it was 78.22 against 74.18. Week 3, 72.72 to 59.5.
Yeah. I remember yelling about this last year. That's what made us so mad. Like, because by the time he got to scoring 100, he had like even a better record than like he was like, I don't know when. Yeah, you can
I'll
pull
tell
it
you
up.
exactly. He was 2-2 and he scored 134.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. Like, I remember yelling about that last year. Of like, dude, the 2 games you've won, you've scored 70 points. That's where this year differs. And we said that at the beginning.
Exactly.
It's like he could turn it back on like he did last year, but it's just different if the record isn't there. So this week, I love that I have the chance to put him in a coffin and put him at 0-4.
He also, between weeks 5 and 12, went 8 of 9. He went 1,
Wow.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of 9. Unbelievable.
That's pretty unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, again, I am scared of his
It
team.
can happen.
Yeah.
If you go back and listen to what we said even before this call, it can happen. All we're
Yes.
saying is the history and the luck is not on his side right now.
Correct. Yeah, I agree, and that's what I mean. If he can lose 1 or 2 more and get to 0-5, like even then he could run the table and it could happen. But I'll concede to you, Cody. I am afraid of your team. I hate that because if he does squeak in, those rookies could go insane. Yeah, so we'll see.
Matt, do you feel like you're afraid of his team because you feel like you've also gotten lucky?
Yes. I feel I don't feel like I should be 3-0.
Would you say that your team has surprised you in this league so far?
No, I won't say that. I won't go that far.
Okay.
far.
We've got a segment brought to you by. Who's it brought to us by, Matt?
About what by Wowza Surprise, the surprise store that sells all the surprise drinks.
Oh,
yeah, all the hijinks. Yeah,
all of it. I don't know
Yeah.
what that was. That,
No.
it was... Anyway, we have.
Oh, was I supposed to say a player there?
No, you were supposed to just come up with something on the spot to try to do.
Oh, okay,
funny,
good.
But
I did
yeah.
that. Yeah, I
well,
tried.
you tried. We've got a segment for you guys. We're looking 3 weeks in. We're thinking what has surprised us and what has not surprised us. So we're looking at an NFL guy, an NFL player, and a PML team that has both, one that has surprised us and one that is not surprising to us. So Matt, lead us off, brother.
Yeah, I'll say I got 2 players because they're in the same boat. First, I'll say Quentin Johnston is the player. That's actually probably my number 1 pick. Like the other one is Roma Dunze. Roma Dunze has looked amazing. He's wide receiver 3 on the year so far through 3 weeks, and not because of like one big week. Like he's looked good all 3 weeks, and you can make the case why that's not surprising. They got Ben Johnson in. Caleb Williams takes a step forward. So I'll piggyback and say, yeah, Quentin Johnston. People wrote him off. Like he looked awful for years.
Yeah.
So many drops.
In Dynasty, he was part of a trade this offseason. And I was like, why are you trading someone who should be on the waiver wire? Which is, definitely wrong. Hand up. I was wrong.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was right.
Yeah. And they brought in, Lad McConkey. They brought in Keenan Allen. They drafted a high draft pick in Trey Harris, who like somebody I've been screaming about in Dynasty because I just thought they all will outplay Quentin Johnston, and he'll be off this team by the end of the season. And yet he's like leading the team in targets and is balling out again, like Roma Dunze, all 3 weeks, not just one big week, every week balling out. So those are my 2 players. Before I say PML team, I want you to.
Well, do you have? I'll give you my guys. While I'm giving my guys, do you have any people that are not surprising you? And any that you're just like, this is exactly what I thought. I'll say my guys while you think about it.
Sure.
I have 2. Both top 5 in their respective position in fantasy. Number 1, Danny freaking Dollar Bills, dude. Number 4 quarterback on the year. Unbelievable. And it's not like, sometimes you get a guy who just has a huge game and then that like propels them to the top, especially early. He did have a big game where he scored 31. But still, he has looked the part. I mean, he looks very good. That offense looks freaking legit. But another guy that I'm just floored by is James Cook at running back number 2.
Yeah.
And this, again, he had one big game at 26, but 18 and 19 the other 2 weeks. It's like, I did not see that coming at all. So I'm definitely very surprised by that. Good for Ryan for having him. It's going to help keep him afloat during these dark and stormy waters. But I did not see that coming at all.
Yeah, I know I laughed really hard when Ethan sent a text about Kyron Williams, where he's like, like people thought like touchdown regression, Kyron sucks, but like Kyron's still balling out. I know I felt that way about James Cook because James Cook had like 16, 17 touchdowns last year. I had him on my team, loved it. I totally thought touchdown regression's coming. And to your point, no, it hasn't. He's scoring a lot of touchdowns, so I'm with you. That shocked me for sure. For somebody I love, that's not surprising. I mean, I'll say Tucker Kraft. I will say that. Like I know that. Like maybe that's me trying to flex in. Like, oh, I knew it was coming. It's not not my point. I just meant like if you look at his metrics last year, the dude broke the most tackles at the tight end position. Like he's a monster. He is a
he's
monster.
legit.
Yeah, I'm really really happy for him. Looking good. And other than that, I would say Lamar. It's crazy. I heard the other night, and you're gonna hate this. You can take the headphones off if you want, but he has the highest QBR of all time, like for a career. Don't worry, none of his your family listens to that. Oh, okay, all right, he left, but here he comes. Oh man, he still can't hear me right now. So, say the Ravens look pretty good. Don't tell him. Yeah, I was just talking crap about Lamar while you were gone, but insane.
Moving on.
Anyways, who do you got?
Someone who's doing great that I am not surprised by at all. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Wide receiver 2 on the year, drafted towards the end of round 1. Maybe round 2. Actually, definitely round 2 because Brian had CD. No surprise at all. I think he's a phenomenal wide receiver that gets overlooked every year in the draft and produces every single year during the year. So
definitely
not surprised at all.
All right, PML team that has surprised me, I will say, is actually Ben's team, Ben Barnett.
Okay.
And not that I thought he had a bad team. That's not what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. I just thought I was a little worried about his receivers, Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, Jalen Waddle. I know he had good running backs in Gibbs and Achane, but I was like, can he put the whole roster together? And yeah, I mean, he's, like you said earlier, heads and shoulders above everybody in points for. So he's doing it right. Glad to see Ben do that after last year's entry into the league. Ben's doing it now. We'll see if he can continue.
Man, somebody that surprised me for sure. You're not going to like this, but you do know it. Your team surprised me. Being 3-0.
Yeah.
I don't know. I looked at the roster and we told each other what we thought about our respective teams to start out the year. And I said, there was a lot of things that worried me. I see the potential for what could be, but there's a lot of things that worried me. And funny enough, the things that worried me are coming true. And the things that I thought would be solid are just solid enough that they're helping you get wins.
Yep.
You know, It's not like Travion Henderson is doing very well and helping you get wins. He's doing exactly what I thought he might do, but Puka and JT are just ridiculous.
Yeah. No, and my worry meter is still at a 5. It's been at a 5 every week.
Sure.
But I still rely on, like we say with Cody, I hope Travion. I mean, you saw Ramondre fumble twice, Antonio Gibson fumble. Like, Travion should be called Plavion, as in play this man. Play Plavion Henderson. Play Travion. I don't know. I tried that. But then I got Kittle coming back.
Shouldn't try things live.
I know.
Like that. This is
we're
trying to maintain an image here, okay? The listeners at home need to know we take this seriously. When you say things like Plavion Henderson,
that's a
people
good
don't
one.
Take us seriously.
Oh, I bet Pat liked it. Pat, let me know. But if he can come on and do something, and Kittle comes back, like I'm still like, I feel good. I still have this potential, so I'm with it. Just happy to be where I'm at. All right, let's look at next week.
Let's freaking do it. Give me 1 second here. Share the screen.
Just play Travion. Vrabel, what are you doing?
Scoreboard. Let's start here. And we'll go left to right and finish with the big dog.
Yeah, I like that.
I think box score is a better view, right?
Box
score. There we go.
I like that. Hey, do me a favor. Do like a Control Plus. I think you should be able to zoom. Oh, that's keep going. You got plenty of space. One more.
Let's do that right there. One more.
That's fine.
I want to see the bench in there too.
All right, that's fine. All right. I'll go ahead and just jump and say I know this is chalk, but I got Pat on this pick.
This guy
here.
is too excited. Excited.
I forgot you have a major picks. I should let you go first because I already got mine decided. Let me let you kind of look at the matchups then. You kind of tell me how you feel.
Yeah, I mean, your pick was never going to stray me here. I have Pat as a top 5 team for sure, and Grant not as a top 5 team. So yeah, it was always going to be Patrick here. Even the running back projections don't scare me off. I think that the flex and the wide receiver position makes me very comfortable in taking Pat here. Grant could surprise me. I would not be. It wouldn't be the biggest surprise in the world if Grant does get a win. Pat has had underperforming weeks, and with the air raid, sometimes you don't know if your plane is going to get shot down before it's over target. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a big thing about bombers is you got to get them to the target to drop the payload, and they don't always get there. So I do think that Pat gets there, but it wouldn't be the craziest upset of the week if he didn't.
Like, yeah, I will add to that. The way I feel about this matchup is Pat only loses if he like beats himself. Put it that way.
Sure.
He only loses if he somehow puts up 70.
Yes, of course.
Grant wins this if it's in the trenches. It's not.
Yes.
They're not. Yeah.
Completely agree.
T. Higgins on Monday night against Denver scares me. Cedric Tillman against Detroit scares me. Like it's not looking good. So
Laporta against that incredible Cleveland defense.
Yeah.
Here's a fun one.
This is a fun one. Look at that matchup too. I mean the projections.
My goodness, he's projected more than you. He's 0-3. You're 3-0, and you're going to win this week handily.
Oh, you think so?
I don't know. I just said that. I do have to look at it more. I probably still will feel that way. Chase Brown will not score 12 points. That's not going to happen. Hampton feels like an overreaction to 15 points, and Judkins feels like an underreaction at 12 points. So then looking at your team, God, dude, how do you keep winning with TreVeyon Henderson? Oh, it makes me sick. Jeez, I don't know. I need more time. I need you to talk so I can think about this more.
That's fine. TreVeyon, they got Carolina, which looked really good against Atlanta. I'm really hoping that we see – I hope this every week, but I hope we see the jump after all the fumbles last week and everything. I just hope we see more snaps for TreVeyon. That's all I can hope for because my projection is so low, and he's projected 6. If he is a starter and gets projected like 12, that changes a lot of things. I like Puka against Indiana. Indiana's been so hot. I'm sorry, Indianapolis has been so hot, and the Rams have looked really good. Like, that could be a fun, I hope, shootout. And Puka just gets so many targets.
I don't know. Like you said, that defense is great. So maybe this is where the rubber meets the road for the Colts.
Yeah, it's an under.
They're not airing the ball out as much as you'd hope.
I wouldn't mind that as an under. Emeka Egbuka against Philly is interesting for a couple of things. Emeka's by himself now because Evans is gone. But Godwin could be back. And then Philly's secondary, as we know from last year, is pretty good. If Emeka's the only one out there, then the defense will be keying on him. So that will be interesting. I haven't said my pick yet, and I'll go ahead and tell you. I think Cody wins.
Oh, I had you already
Cody
wins.
How do you like that, Cody? How do you like that?
Well, I think I'm going to stay with you.
Appreciate it.
I just don't have a good feeling about Cody's outcome. I think 0-4, he's staring right down the barrel. I could definitely see this being, not to keep using a phrase in the podcast over and over, but a bit of a mud bath. I could definitely see that happening where we're looking at, total points in the 80s on both sides. But I could also see this being, a 112 to 108 type of matchup. So we'll see. But I'm going to take you, and you're going to take Cody.
Yep. I'll say a bold prediction. Genty is Cody's highest scorer this week. I don't know if that's bold or not, but I think it will.
Well, how's Chicago's defense been?
Chicago defense good? Question mark? That one's for Cody.
Every week, man, this guy can't help himself. All right, this one's interesting. Are we missing somebody here? Okay, this is what it is.
Yes.
Mariota is...
I've done the math.
Please.
You put he puts what's his name? Jaden Daniels. Second time I forgot his name this podcast. You put him in and it's tied 110 or 111 whatever, but it's a tied projection. Yeah.
Okay. Man, tied 111. for 2-1 Trip versus 0-3 Parker.
Yeah.
This one's interesting. So I guess the check mark would go back over to Trip for
Quarterback.
Jaden Daniels.
Mhm.
Cody has running backs. Gosh, Parker. That's what this shit does to me, man.
Oh yeah.
Parker has running back and wide receiver, and one of the two flexes, with Tripp having the other flex and Zay Flowers. Now, if we flip that and actually put highest scorers with highest scorers in the running back versus flex situation,
Mm-hmm.
you have Josh Jacobs, who's going to be outscored by Bajan, and then
Yep.
you have Jalen Warren, who's you have Derrick Henry out projecting Jalen Warren, and then Tripp still gets. So Tripp should have one of those two running backs as well as one of the flexes. Man.
Yeah, you're really in the think tank. Let's get it. What do you got?
Sometimes when I just talk, I don't know. It just goes. I don't.
That's
I
all
don't
right.
have a lot. I'm not in the driver's seat. I'm a passenger as I just go on a tirade.
That is how you're able to place 30 bets, specific bets the other night.
Dude, that
Well
was
done.
so hard. That was so hard.
And
Do you know
we
how long
had
it took
zero. We had zero of them.
You know how long it took me to figure out a way to methodically place each bet? I think I sent the text to you of each one of them. And I thought I did it right, and I didn't. I had to look up pictures. So I found a picture of what 7 options in groups of 5 with every possible group of 5, and I matched mentally each player up with a picture. It was like a color.
Wow.
And then I did that 21 times within the 6s and then the 7s.
You did a great job. Yeah, nobody else could have
Well,
done it.
for what, Matt? For
I know.
what?
I know. What are we doing? Who are you picking? Come on, make a pick.
I don't know. You know what? Give me Parker. He's going to go 1-4.
That's what I got too. Parker gets this one. The biggest question for me is the tight end position. Tucker Kraft could go off against Dallas's bad
Dude, they're
defense.
so bad.
And then Jake Ferguson, who plays for Dallas, is going to get shut down by Green Bay. So that's how big is that swing? But I still got Parker.
But then you have to look at other matchups and think about Ladd McConkey, who's not been anywhere near what he's expected this week. And then also the Chargers should be out way ahead of the Giants.
I don't know. Jackson Dart's playing. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, hey, fair. Cortland Sutton, they're going to be up $1.5 million to 1 on who are they playing? Oh, the Bengals. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That was a little joke.
Yeah. Oh,
We'll see. I still take Parker, but
agreed.
Man. All right, penultimate here, where we started this podcast. Ryan versus Ethan.
Mm-hmm. Ryan's still projected 100 with all the injuries. That's that depth coming in.
Dude, and you look at his starting lineup. He has the number 2 running back, the number 8 running back, the number 2 wide receiver, and the number 3 tight end.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. And to think,
Wow,
he has on IR, it's not showing us, of course. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
C-Lamb, 27 player rank, but that's with not playing that last week.
Yeah,
It's like his team would be in such a better position if not for these horrible
sure.
injuries.
He's flexing a tight end. Bold strategy, but he's got to do what he got to do. And you got the injuries, but playing 2 tight ends. I did that in the championship game last year. That was a scary thing.
We'll see. Waiver wire could change things around. I'll be curious to see what happens at noon tomorrow.
Yeah, a lot of these projections can change actually because of that. Maybe not a lot, but yeah. On Ethan's side, Jordan Mason finally looked great playing against Pittsburgh, who's actually been pretty bad. Do we get a bounce back week for Jamar, Drake London, Brock Bowers? Those are big names that have been bad. So,
can I just tell you for sure one of the answers?
Can
I tell you unequivocally, without a doubt, one of the answers to those questions? Jamar Chase is not going to break out against Patrick Surtain.
Yeah.
He's going to get absolutely put in handcuffs and taken out of that freaking stadium in a paddy wagon.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. You got Lamar versus Kansas City. I mean, that's a fun game. Is that Sunday Night Football? Probably not. But
no, it's an afternoon game. And the Chiefs have not played a Sunday at 1:00 game yet this season. 4 weeks in, they have not played at 1:00.
That's pretty crazy.
Makes me sick to my stomach. They're a disgusting team. They're horrible to watch, and I have to start one of their players every week. It's horrible.
You root for him every week.
I lose so much.
All right, who are you taking?
Off the top of my head, he's projected 10 less, so I can't believe I'm saying that, but I am going to take Ryan in this matchup.
Wow, there you go. I got Ethan on it. Got some bounce backs other than Jamar. So,
and it's funny because I think the same thing about Ryan. I think there's some bounces in there
for
that
sure
propel him upwards. But this will be a fun one to watch. Could be matchup of the week under normal weeks. But I do think with our final matchup that we're going to look at.
Wow, look at that.
We're looking at matchup of the week right here.
Yeah, oh yeah, big time.
Talk to me, brother. Come on. Make me feel good.
121.7 to 121.7. Pretty crazy. Ben's team's a wagon. You said it earlier. Heads and shoulders above us. Me and you were separated a point in PF. So let's just delete me for a second. This is the number 1 versus number 2 PF matchup, really. Like you said, matchup of the week. Both projected the same. We got a lot of fun matchups too. Josh Allen against New Orleans, like that.
Ooh.
That is crazy.
He could score 78 points that week.
Yeah, he could rush for 4 touchdowns himself. Pretty crazy. Gibbs against Cleveland. Cleveland has a real. I mean, they just shut down the Packers.
Insane defense.
Yeah, Achane and Waddle versus the Jets on Monday night. So you got 2 Monday night matchups. That's going to be a lot of fun to come down. I know you got Brees on the other side of that Monday night matchup. So that's going to be huge.
Can I say it makes me feel incredible because this league and Monday night walk-offs have been like synonymous.
Yeah.
So if it was just Waddle and Achane going up, uncontested on Monday night, I would already chalk this up as a loss. But the fact that I have Brees makes me feel just a little bit better.
I like on your side a lot McCaffrey against Jacksonville, of course. Nico against Tennessee, but I'll say on the flip side, Tony Pollard for Ben. Tennessee's looked awful. Houston has looked awful. However, Houston's defense has looked incredible. So I just think I don't know what Houston's offense will do, but I cannot be confident in Tony Pollard.
Who does he have on the bench that he could throw in there? He could throw in Troy Franklin or Keon Coleman.
Keon Coleman against New Orleans.
Yeah.
And Alvin Kamara against Buffalo. Buffalo, at least their defense hasn't looked great, so like Alvin Kamara should great work. Kelsey against Baltimore kind of scares me too. That's where the tight end thing is going to be. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be a big jump. I think he definitely has a huge advantage there. I think I have a bit of an advantage in the wide receiver department, but he kind of makes that up back at the tight end. And then it's just a toss-up, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really like – I'm, of course, taking myself here. There's never a world where I don't take myself for the same reason as when I played Trip. Coin flip with me, I'm taking that every time.
Yeah. This is good news for you.
You're taking.
I'm taking Ben.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I like to hear it. One thing I'll say, me and Ben, we talked at Patrick's wedding, and it was like we both agreed. We're like we were in the pits last year. It was horrible. We're rooting for each other to have a great year this year. And what I said earlier this morning, I meant every word of. I think that, I wish him nothing but the best. It really sucks that I have to play him this early, but I'd rather play him early than play him late, which I guess because I'm playing him early, I'm going to have to play him late, but it's neither here nor there. It's going to be a fun one. The line is even. Have you ever seen projections dead even? I mean, ever?
Not like this. Not in this heavy of a matchup. Insane. I didn't take myself earlier, so that means Ben, you're gonna be the solo 4-0 bud at the end of this week. If my pick comes correct, we'll find out.
Crazy.
Hey, I hope you beat him. I hope you beat him. I do.
Hey, me too, man. Me too. Oh man, I'm excited. I'm nervous. I feel great. I feel
as you should. It's going to be a fun week. After all the traveling, me and you both had, I'm ready to sit down and watch this and see this week. We got some fun games. I mean, for you especially, Ben has guys Thursday night and Monday night. You got a full weekend of watching Ben's team. So
I know. I'm already trying to practice my fake cough. Yeah, hey, I don't think I'm going to make it on tomorrow. I'm really not feeling well. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Thanks. Yeah, like I said, I've been practicing, so
Yeah,
I hope that goes well for me on Monday night because I think I'm going to have to stay up for these games. Bengals playing,
yes.
And it's just too much going on.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome. Well, right at 1 hour. Look at that, dude. We're getting really talk about professional.
Jeez, I mean, come on, let's play it out.
Jeez. Woo, man. 0-4, Cody. Let's find out. Let's find out about it.
I hope there's 2 0-4 teams this week. I hope that just for because of the implications.
They're Pitts brothers. Pitts brothers.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna end up like this.
Bye, everybody.